Hey, everybody. First of all, congratulations to Jared Goff, Golden Bear, who I had the pleasure of meeting and interviewing when he was drafted, uh, and had his introduction to the world through the NFL at the Philadelphia NFL draft in 2017. And what a wonderful time, that was to see him and his mom uh, and just basically just the joy that they were experiencing, and also just for him to come from a school, Cal, where he was doubted and then went on to set records that still stand, that still stand to this day, and then go on to the Rams with, it would seem, a great future ahead of him, only to be in the place of facing an offense not his what he was used to. He had to basically learn a lot of ideas and concepts all over again, and didn't catch on as quickly as he wanted to. It was a hard growing process for him, and I should have said 2016 NFL draft, but the interview is at Zenny62 here, and actually that 2016 NFL draft was in Chicago. But very happy for him. It's great to see him in his rightful place now today as a winner with the Lions, when a number of people just said, okay, that's it, he's not going to do well, and made a lot of assumptions that simply were not the case at all. Now, with all that, let's discuss the schedule for the NFL's divisional playoff games. The NFL sent this email to Zenny62 Media now roughly, I would say 12 minutes ago. 15 minutes ago. Let's round it closer to that since I keep talking. But here is the way it lays out. First of all, the NFL wrote that the NFL tonight announced the schedule of sites, dates, and times for a divisional weekend presented by Intuit TurboTax, January 20th and 21st, all times Eastern. Also, Zenny62 Media has been credentialed to cover Super Bowl week of game in Las Vegas, so we're seeking sponsors. And any inquiries, simply email at Zenny62 Media. We'll make some arrangements. Saturday, January 20th, AFC for NFL divisional playoff game will start at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. All times are Eastern. The Houston Texans are traveling to Baltimore or Kansas City. So the Houston Texans, who defeated the Cleveland Browns at home, will travel to either Baltimore or Kansas City for a 4:30 game this coming Saturday, January 20th. Now, 8 o'clock that same day, the NFC first-round divisional playoff game will be held, pitting the Green Bay Packers against the host San Francisco 49ers at Levi Stadium. That's at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, which means it's 5 o'clock on the West Coast. Then the next day, Sunday, January 21st, is the second set of NFL first-round divisional playoff games. That's the NFC game first. That will be at 3 o'clock Eastern, and that will feature the winner of the Philadelphia-Tampa Bay game traveling to Detroit. So Detroit will get to host its second playoff game, having just defeated the Rams, next week, Sunday, 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern, which means it starts at 2 o'clock Central Time, if you're thinking about it from perspective of, Chicago or living there or that sort of thing. But the bottom line is keep these times in mind. And then finally, the AFC first round divisional playoff game for the Sunday will have the winner of the Kansas City or Buffalo game at Pittsburgh or versus Pittsburgh or Baltimore. So understand it'll be Kansas City at Buffalo. Excuse me, I said it the wrong way. Kansas City at Buffalo or Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Kansas City at Buffalo or Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Why? Because we have a slate of games we haven't finished tomorrow, pitting the Steelers visiting the Buffalo Bills, and what hopefully is a set of conditions that's better to play football in. We'll see. But again, let me repeat that. Kansas City or Buffalo or Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Kansas City at Buffalo or Pittsburgh at Baltimore. I'll repeat it again. Kansas City at Buffalo or Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Yeah. So that just shows you how pivotal tomorrow's game is. Now, the AFC and NFC championship games presented by Intuit TurboTax will take place on Sunday, January 28th, with the AFC game first at 3 o'clock in the Eastern, and that will be on CBS and a Paramount Plus. And then the NFC game will be 6:30 p.m., the NFC Championship game on Fox and Fox Deportes. And also, Zenny 62 Media, again, to announce, has been credentialed for Super Bowl week of games. So I'll keep you posted on how that's going to work out for us at this point. And subscribe to Zenny 62 on YouTube. And also bookmark ZennyReport.com, and stay tuned for our new NFL website coming very, very soon. Just a few adjustments to make here or there. So that's the set of announcements I'm making. And back to watching the highlights and celebrations on the NFL Network. All right, thank you.